took place, how the strategy to win the state was orchestrated by its senior leaders after the party's poor performance in the Lok Sabha polls. 10% vote share increase at A, B and C category polling booths across the state.
Yeah, Uday, look, the way in which the Mahayuti suffered a massive dent during the Lok Sabha elections earlier this year in Maharashtra, they decided that this should not be repeated, as the difference between the vote share of Mahayuti and Mahavikas Agadi was only 43 lakh. So the Mahavikas Agadi, to take on the Mahavikas Agadi, the BJP decided that it needs to increase the polling percentage at each and every booth across the state. As they mentioned, according to party sources, they mentioned that how the BJP leaders, they planned, they came up with a strategy to take on the Mahavikas Agadi so that they can take the message of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as he is taking the name of India across the globe, and he is increasing the pride of India all across the globe. So they decided to go to all the booths and they categorized all the polling booths across the state in three categories: category A, B and C. Under A category, the party strategized that they need to tell the voter, their party workers, that this is the strong turf of BJP where it had got more than 50%. So they need to increase 10% vote over there. Thus, by increasing the 10% vote, the winning margin on each and every seat will increase. Similarly, they also identified category B and category C booths, where the party got around 35 to 50% vote and 20 to 35% vote respectively. So they also made plans all with their party workers, and due to the grassroots workers of the BJP, which has got very strong connect with the grassroots level workers across the state, it managed a proper booth management across the state, which helped the BJP in the assembly polls, as not only the assembly election voter percentage increased in Maharashtra, but also the number of seats for the Saffron party over here in Maharashtra. Back to you then.
More developments coming in this hour. According to sources, the Laadki Behan scheme became a hit in Maharashtra and it proved very, very significant. The BJP carried out 1,800 programs in Maharashtra about MVA's plans, that how it wants to end the scheme in the state and stop other projects as well. They also highlighted to women how Nana Patole went to the High Court against the Laadki Behan scheme. So the Laadki Behan scheme has proved to be a game changer, Anand. And in fact, the BJP made it a point to emphasize the benefits of the scheme and how the MVA planned to stop it, and in fact one of the leaders of the MVA, Nana Patole, even went to court against it.
Yeah, after learning from the Lok Sabha election debacle, the Mahayuti especially came up with several of the schemes in the state, which also included Laadki Behan Yojana over here. And with Laadki Behan Yojana, the state government started providing rupees 1,500 final assistance to each and every woman across the state, thus giving them assurance that the state government will stand by them in their financial stress issues. So definitely this issue was taken up very well by the BJP and Mahayuti government, especially across the state, and even they highlighted how the Congress, which has promised such schemes in the states of Himachal Pradesh or Telangana or Karnataka, and how they were not fulfilling the promises or guarantees that they had made to the people. And thus they highlighted that how Nana Patole even went to High Court against the Laadki Behan scheme, and several of the other Mahavikas Agadi leaders, they maintained and highlighted that how they were making a statement to close all the schemes that were brought by the Mahayuti government after it's voted to power. Thus, the Mahayuti alliance partner, including the BJP, Ajit Pawar-led NCP and even Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena, they all came on board and they decided that this Laadki Behan scheme needs to be highlighted, and the failure of the Congress to provide the guarantees across its other state where it is governing, especially in Karnataka, Telangana and Himachal Pradesh, it needs to be highlighted very well among the voters. And when the BJP workers went to the people, and especially the women in the state, including in Vidarbha, where the top leaders of the Congress, including Nana Patole, he could hardly win with a margin of 208 votes. So BJP sources indicated that this scheme worked well for the BJP and Mahayuti alliance in the state, and thus it also highlighted that how with 1800 plus programs across the state, the BJP leaders were able to identify the target point of the Congress on which they have failed to fulfill the guarantees that it had promised in other states. Thus, it gave an edge to the Mahayuti alliance in Maharashtra and bring back the core voters of the Mahavikas Agadi, who has switched with
Yes.
the Mahavikas Agadi during the Lok
Absolutely.
Sabha polls,
Himanshu
and
Bhatt,
thus it
senior
was-
journalist, also joins us now live. Himanshu, the Laadki Behan, how big of a game changer has it been for the Mahayuti's win?
Okay, Uday, now let me give you an example. I live about what? 300 kilometers away from Mumbai. I have a woman working in my house. She's from Khandes, as they call it. That is a part of Maharashtra. And she made it a point to go on 20th to her native place to vote. Because her voting card and her IDs are all there. The reason, basic reason for that is she regularly, because her husband and the kids live there, they very regularly get their free ration, and this 1500 rupees Laadki Behan Yojana money, they are getting it. Now this is for the lower middle class that we are talking in terms of. See what the result of it, you saw the similar scheme in Madhya Pradesh, what Shivraj Patil did, and how it paid dividend. Here, it turned out to be even more. Because what they did was one installment of Laadki Behan Yojana money was delivered to everyone. And now that has instilled the confidence. Against that, you have those forms coming out, 1 lakh rupee in a year and this and that and all. Lok Sabha people saw. They were just promises. The forms were given, but nobody was entertained after that. So that was the difference. The basic issue here was Laadki Behan Yojana instilled a type of a confidence in this middle class and lower middle
Yes.
class. And that is what resulted into this, landslide. I had said this to Rushabh yesterday, that, there is an undercurrent and we are going to see something drastic happening. But at the same time, I was not expecting anything about 220.